starting to feel more stability through the upper body, more placement through the hips and the lower body. So inhale, come to half plank. Chest comes right over the wrists. Exhale, hips go high, chest goes almost behind the thumbs and then push through. It just helps to really bring in those tricep muscles. Inhale, come to your cobra, push the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, lift up to your half plank. Inhale here, start to roll now, coming into that cat pose. Exhale and come all the way back. Lengthen, eyes to the hands. One breath. Two more times. Inhale, half plank, come through slowly. Exhale and lower. Inhale, come to cobra. Exhale, push. Inhale, start to roll back. Keep the strength of the arms to the shoulders. Exhale, come all the way to child's pose. Take a breath here. One more. Be really mindful with that connection with breath and body. Inhale, come to half plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale to cobra. Squeeze the back body. Exhale, just straighten the arms to lift without shrugging the shoulders. Inhale, come back, draw the belly high to the spine. Exhale, sink into child's pose. One breath here. Inhale, lift the hips, tuck the toes, come to down facing dog. Chest to thighs, eyes to nose, and then between the feet, draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Straighten the legs as best as you can. So feel how straight you can bring those legs. Ease the heels to the floor, bring the chest back closer towards the thighs. And bending the knees. Take the back foot or the left foot and we lunge forward. So have that foot through if you need to, or simply lunge it through. Keep the back knee lifted if you can, lower it if you need to. Let the hip drop through and then push and power through that back heel. So if you imagine someone's got their hand under the thigh and they're lifting it up and then pushing back through the heel. So lots of activation of the hip flexors again. More work on stability of the pelvis, strength of that thigh. Now lift the chest, bring the eyes forward, lift the belly off that front thigh, maybe use yoga blocks if you need a little bit of a lift or a prop of some sort. And take your focus to the front leg. Try not to let this front knee start to fall out to the side. Use your arm as a guide to draw that knee in and activate the inner thigh. And that top outer hip, almost draw it down and underneath. We do tend to collapse and fall into the other side. So we want to lift up this side and draw the side furthest from the screen or your left side downwards and inwards. So this is a lot of work at the moment on both sides of the body. So lower that back knee down, lower the toes down. Take the back hand either to the floor or to the block. Lift the front arm up, open, and release the top arm to the lower back. So being aware with this front knee doesn't fall out to the side. We want to use the arm as a guide and try and activate that front thigh now by pressing the knee against the arm and press the arm back against that knee. Come to forward fold, bring the big toes touching together, the heels are nearly together. Allow the whole body to fold, draw the chin to the throat, look between the legs behind you, crown of head to floor. Let gravity draw you down. Think about that scapular and shoulder strength as you draw the shoulders away from the ears, keep the back supported. Knees bend. Keep chest connected to the thighs and look up and forwards. Drop the hips as low as they'll go. Really power into the legs. I'll draw the tailbone underneath. Lift the arms, peel the chest away from the thighs. We rise into chair pose. Squeeze the thighs inwards. Let's take 3 breaths here. On the next exhale, take a fold, chest into thighs, hands to floor, press the knees back. Knees bend, and step straight back into plank, full or half. And then coming through our vinyasa flow, see if you can challenge, hold or hover, rise to up dog or cobra, toes tuck, come to down facing. And we step the back foot or the left foot forwards into lunge. And now we take, this is the front leg, bend the knee, toes forwards on the new back leg, bring yourself in front of that front thigh and front foot. Let the body drop low. Chest lifts, feel that stretch. Come out if you need to. Couple more breaths here. And we take the hand behind the foot, take the heel and line up with the back instep, or maybe heel to heel if you need more stability as we rise into warrior 2. Push through front thigh, inhale and lift, open the hips. Bring the tailbone underneath. 3 breaths here, in, exhale, drop, in, exhale, drop, in, exhale, drop. Let's come into a reverse, front arm lifts overhead, press away. Bend that front knee a little more deeply. Take 2 breaths here. Release that back arm. Release top arm over. Toes now to the corners of the mat. Bend the knees. Bring the hands to the floor. Keep the knees soft. Bring the fingertips under the shoulders. Turn the elbows out. Lift belly to spine. Tuck the chin in and allow the chest to drop. If you have your Pilates mini ball handy or a yoga block, we're going to pop that between the thighs. If you've got a cushion, rolled up towel, that will do the same thing. We're going to squeeze the thighs inwards. As you do that, it also makes the outer hip muscles work too. Hands to the shins, lift the chest up, lift the spine. As you exhale, take a slow roll back. Keep squeezing the knees and the inner thighs in. Chin is slightly tucked. Bring the arms up, lifted and forwards. And then slide the feet back towards you if that feels okay. That's challenge 1. Challenge 2, lift the toes. Keep breathing. And now you take your challenge where you want to go, so you might play with just lifting and lowering. You may stay here, tailbone remains tucked up, core is switched on. So just take it to wherever you want to go. Let's take a couple of breaths. Strong whole body. And slowly release, bend the knees, lift the body up, and we'll take a roll onto the back. So bring the hips closer to the heels, take a full roll back. Maintain that inner squeeze of the thigh. So you might use the Pilates ball or a block. You may have no support there at all. Just squeeze those thighs in, that's fine. Coming into bridge pose, palms down, back of arms down. Slide the shoulders away from the ears and connect the scapula to your mat to the floor. Take your time and roll the tailbone up, the lower back, the middle back, the upper back. Now see if you've gone so far. Can you go any higher? So we're going to really squeeze the glutes. Keep working these hip flexors. This has been our main focus today. Maybe tuck the arms underneath and see if you can lift even higher. Really challenge and get as much back off the floor. Come onto the shoulders, tilt the chin up so the neck is long. There shouldn't be any tension on the neck. Pull those shoulders gently away from the ears. Lift as high as you can through the hips. It's easier the more back you have off the floor. And I tighten the whole of the back body, the glutes, tighten the inner thighs. Lift and tighten the hip flexors. Let's take 3 breaths here. And release the shoulders and gently roll the body down. Take your time to come down. So release the block, whatever you're using there for support. Knees come into the chest. Take a gentle rock side to side. And take the knees over the hips. Feet in line with the knees unless you get really tired, lower them down. But we want to try and make sure those knees sit over the hips. Take the hands to the hip bones, make sure they feel level. Take a hand underneath the back. There should be a very light curve. But see if you can engage now your core strongly by drawing belly to back and feel pressure on that hand underneath the little arch of the lower back. Release the hand. So maintain this pressure. Inhale. Now as you exhale, tap the front toe down and inhale, rise. Exhale, back toe taps. So as we bring feet to floor, be aware if you're having to shrug the shoulders to take the tension, push the shoulders down, take the tension through the center. Once you feel comfortable, you can maintain that hip stability. The lower back remains gently in contact with the floor. You can take a little longer reach with the toes and just play around with this for what feels right for your back, your strength and your stability. And you may be able to take the foot and just extend it straight out. And then maybe take the arms and lift them straight up above the shoulders. Keep them there, draw the scapula down and continue to work through the legs. So we're keeping the upper body supported, stabilized. Just press that lower back down, connect belly to spine. One more each side. Hug the knees into the chest. Take a gentle rock side to side. And take the legs up overhead. We're going to take the arms and lift them overhead. Draw the shoulder blades down, so we don't want to lift the shoulders up to the ears. Pull them gently down away. Chin to throat. Take an inhale. As you exhale, roll the head, the shoulders towards the toes. And just hold it there. Add a gentle pulse. Gently roll the head back to the floor. Take the back or the left foot to floor and keep the right leg lifted and extended. Draw it in towards the chest. Maybe bring the elbows close in towards that leg. Maybe extend the back leg. Maybe even lift the head, the shoulders off the floor, bring the nose towards the knee.